So.
All right, Coach, a tough loss today. Can we get your opening thoughts, and we'll take questions from the crew?
Yeah, tough one there. Tough pill to swallow, obviously, and I give them credit. Northwestern State got what they earned over a 40-minute time period. I told our team in the locker room that the team in the second half, that's the team that I know, and I thought our spirit, our competitiveness, our will, our toughness, our edge, our togetherness was imposed on the game in the final 20 minutes. I did not think it was in the initial 20 minutes, and that's on me. And I take that part very, very seriously. We can have errors as we're growing here, but that stuff that bothers me, and I want my teams to have an edge about them, a spirit about them, a competitiveness about them, that you feel them when we take the court. And first 20 minutes, I didn't think that was the case, and I give them credit, and I take full responsibility for that.
Is a lot of that human nature when you beat a team 5 days ago and all of a sudden you got on your home court?
It can be, I think, but I don't think that was the case here at all. I think the fact that they went and beat TCU tells you they're a really good team. It validates what we knew going down there. That's a really good team that nobody in the country knows about, and they can beat you probably in a variety of ways. And I think they've got a great competitive spirit about them as a team and as a program. And like I said, I give them credit. And much as it burns me to say that, I have nothing but respect for them.
In any case, you had a lot of different guys on the chart tonight. Why weren't you guys able to just kind of cut off those drives inside defense?
Well, we chose in defending them to defend them a little different than our system is normally designed to do. We stayed home on shooters. We didn't allow them to necessarily beat us with their drive and kick game. As a result, it turns into a little bit more of a one-on-one game. And Western Illinois did that to us in game one. And so what you get is you get one-on-one or two-on-two there in the middle of the floor. And their guy made plays. He made a lot of plays. And he's tough. And Zero, I'm talking about, he's tough. He's competitive. He's got an edge. And he's a finisher. And so I thought he was, I haven't studied the stat sheet, but 23 points, 3 assists, no turns, and 5 steals. That tells you everything you need to know right there.
Coach, that second half, how encouraging is it to know that you have a team that's willing and capable to make that run that you guys made after trailing by 10 with every about 10 minutes left? Yeah,
we kept chipping away at it, and we got I think in the first half, the message was loud and clear to them. We had to play harder and we had to play smarter. And I know this is a work in progress, and it's not going to always look how you want it to look in middle of November when you've played 4 games together as a program. So I've got to have some patience there. But the playing hard part, that needs to be there for 40 minutes for us to have a chance to be the best that we can be in the long run and in the short term. So it's encouraging that we played and responded that way, but I expect that. I expect that of our group. I love the guys in that locker room, and I believe they have a lot of spirit and a lot of heart, a lot of toughness. And they proved last week they respond. When they respond the right way, good things happen. We go on the road after a tough loss at home and win 2 road games against 2 pretty competitive teams. And we're going to have to again learn from this experience. If we play all 40 minutes like we played the last 20 tonight, we'll be in position to win a lot of games.
How much did it hurt, Matt, when Darius had to come out of the game there with those cramps?
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt. Yeah, it hurt because I thought he was sensational in the second half. Really on both sides of the ball, but he was a table setter for us and a pace setter for us in the second half. And it hurt. Yeah, I had to take him out because of cramps. I thought it was the right thing to do at that point because if he's going to lock up on defense, that could really affect the possession. That was tough. That was tough. And
Did you think about calling timeout there when you guys got the rebound and you came back to get him back in?
I did. We had a timeout, actually, Vince, that I regret not putting him back in at that moment. He was grabbing his calf, and I could have made a little bit of a calculated risk there, but I thought one more possession, and then we'd get him in. And he was drinking fluids. They were working on his leg. And, I guess you live and learn, right?
What can you say about the Colton Sanders call towards the end of the game?
I'm going to have to be politically correct on this right now. I'm not a fan of the rule. I'm not. And I know that referees are not a fan of the rule, some of them. Coaches across the country are not a fan of that rule. And for it to affect games is tough. That's a tough pill to swallow. Whether it was, I'd have to look at the film and see, was it the right call or wrong call? It doesn't really matter. It was called. But I probably need to leave it at that, I guess. But I'm just not a fan of the overall rule in general. And I hate to see something like that, not just our game, affect any games, especially when, you could probably point to 20 other times in the game where a guy exaggerated a offensive or defensive movement. So, but no, I have nothing but respect for the referees. They were gentlemen tonight, and they were fine to work with. So I had no issue there. It was just probably the heat of the moment that was disappointing, but it is what it is.
Colton said he landed on a guy's foot. You were right there. I mean, is that what you saw?
I didn't see. I followed the flight of the ball. Yeah, I did not see the aftermath. So I really can't comment on it because I don't know what the truth was there. Yeah, but if Colton said that, then I'm sure that he felt that happened. So, but I didn't see that.
You guys showed a lot of resiliency last week. You overcame a lot of things on the road to win 2 games. Is that what the reaction you expect going down to the Caymans?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I expect our teams to respond to adversity the right way. That's what we practice and preach and teach and coach and emphasize on a daily basis. Our story, Vince, this isn't going to be as smooth as anyone would want it to be. We've got a whole new team that we're assembling here, and we're trying to play the right way. I don't think our trust is there yet with one another. I don't think our comfort or familiarity is there yet, and I don't think our connectedness is there yet. But on November 15th or so, I would never expect it to be. And I have to keep that. I've got to keep a proper perspective on that. So how we respond in these moments will define what we become in the short term and over the course of our 6-month season. And I love the makeup that we have in that locker room and the characters that we have in there. And if they do respond the right way, then I believe we'll live with the results, and I believe good things will happen.
Coach, despite those final few possessions, Colton Sanders really had a solid game. I mean, after those rough 3-game stretch there, how does it feel to have him finally knock it down?
Yeah, he's vital. He's a really important piece to our puzzle. He will be for a variety of reasons. His toughness and grit is something this team really needs. His spirit, competitiveness, his edge, and I've challenged him to lead the way with that kind of stuff, and I have full faith that he will. He's coming back off of an injury, and maybe all people that are watching our games don't know that. He was out for an extended period of time, so I'm going to protect him. And I realize it's a long season, but it's a gradual process, and I want to play him more and more and more, but I have to be fair to his body as well. And I see incremental improvements daily with him, though, in terms of his movements, his conditioning, his body control, and just kind of getting back to the player that we need him to be. And when he's at full throttle, he'll make a real impact for our team.
Coach Hawk didn't dress tonight, what was that?
Oh, he has back spasms. Yeah, back spasms, and just popped up today after shoot around. As a matter of fact, yeah.
It seemed like Seneca Knight was sitting down a little bit more in the second half than he has throughout the year. Is there any reason for that?
No, I don't. There's no particular reason. I think, I think in those moments when you're down and you're not playing as well, you're searching for combinations. You're searching for units that can work well together. And I'm going to ride with what's working. I'll always be that way. And I think Seneca is a fine player. I think he's gone through some adversity here early in the season, right? He's not playing to his expectations, and I can appreciate that. We've had some real adult conversations. I respect him a lot because of his maturity. He cares. I think we have to do our jobs as coaches to help all of our players, but help guys when they're in ruts, help guys find the way. And, that's one of the things I enjoy most about coaching is helping guys dig out when they can't necessarily see their way out. And I love him. I really do, and respect him a lot, and he's going to help us a lot this year.
And then how do you pick up Colton Sandage after that last offensive sequence that you had towards the end of the game?
Well, I mean, listen, he's trying his best. He missed a couple shots that were right there. He'll pick himself up. He's a competitor. Our players know that our response to adversity or things that aren't going our way, that's the most important aspect of building a program and ultimately maintaining and sustaining excellence over an extended period of time. It's how you respond. And our game has so many curves in it, ups and downs, backs and forths, highs and lows, that if you can't do that, you'll get steamrolled real quick. So I don't worry about Colton Sandage, and I don't worry about our team with our response.
How worried are you about the turnovers continuing?
Yeah, I'm concerned. We're working on it. I've seen small improvements. It's not where we want it, but the ball is starting to pop a little bit more. And I think you saw that in the last game in the second half. You saw that at times tonight, and that's a familiarity. It's a trust. We've played some very unique defensive styles here in the first 4 or 5 games, and they put a lot of pressure on us. Their systems are very unique. This is pure chaos playing against these guys, and that's how they want to play. So it's not easy. And then we got Darius Burford, who is learning how to play full-time point guard for the first time in his college career. So we'll get better. We'll get better at it. We'll get better at it. It's one of my foundational beliefs is you got to be able to take care of the basketball and eliminate the things that get you beat. Turnovers get you beat. Tonight it wasn't enough to overcome, unfortunately. So we've got to learn from that and respond. And I look forward to doing that with this team.
Coach, 13 assists on 24 made shots tonight, and then you had 11 on, I believe, 20 made shots against in the last matchup. How encouraging is that to see after you're kind of struggling in that category?
Yeah, for sure. It is encouraging. Yeah, we're starting to share the ball and trust one another, trust the pass more and more. And we got to play more on balance in the paint. We got to play tougher in the paint. I think in our 2 losses, I can point to a good handful of possessions where we got to be tougher and play more on balance in the paint, and how that can affect. All of our games have been 2-possession games or less. So it forces you to really analyze things. And I've told our team we're going to be in all kinds of close games this year, all kinds of them. And right now, we're 2-2 in those games. It's not where we want to be, but we're getting better.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.